In Virginia, Loudoun County Sheriff Mike Chapman is reacting to the Loudoun County Schools Superintendent stance on adding school resource officers to all elementary schools. It's a measure supported by a panel that conducted a security review of the school division. But at this point, Sheriff Chapman says the superintendent likely won't implement the level of security he'd like to see.
Even with school out for the summer, security is top of mind for school administrators and law enforcement officials in the county. Now, this doesn't mean that getting security at each individual elementary school is off the table. Mike Chapman just says that it's likely that security won't come in the form of a school resource officer. Now, adding more security to each elementary school could have meant that SROs, armed law enforcement officers, both deputies and police officers, would have been assigned to each elementary school, as they are already at high schools and middle schools. Now, superintendent of the division, that's Dr. Aaron Spence, he called a blue ribbon panel earlier this year, and that panel recommended adding school security following a months-long review of student safety. But LCPS tells DC News Now that Spence thinks it's much more prudent budget-wise to address the possibility of using school security officers. That's different from SROs. What's the difference? SSOs are unarmed, privately contracted officers like you might see at an office place. Now, Chapman says in crisis, the point of contact for the schools in this case wouldn't have the same exact training as the first responders they would work with.
The thing about school resource officers is what's so important is that they're more than just a uniform presence in the schools. They're friends, they're mentors, they're instructors. They get actually very engaged with the community, with the citizens, with the parents, with the teachers. It'd be nice to hear from the community before a unilateral decision is made to just kind of dismiss it out of hand. You know, I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, and not only does Chapman indicate that SROs really become a part of the school community, but he says that they really have that training, and it's a trend nationwide for SROs to be added to the elementary school level as schools safety concerns heighten across the country. Now, the school division did tell us that they're looking for ways to involve law enforcement in the future. So again, nothing set in stone, but right now it doesn't look like SROs are going to be coming to elementary schools anytime soon. For now in Ashburn, Haley Milon, DC News Now.